Boom! All right, Kenman here. It's a Sencut day. Let's check it out. When's the last time I picked up a Sencut? I love these. They are great. I did a little quick pre-unboxing on a live, and we started talking Sencut and budget knives. And I can't talk enough good about this. I bought this with my own money. I haven't gotten a Sencut. Gotten? Sure. I haven't picked one up in a while, and I looked through some of their new knives. I saw this and said, yep, you know what? They make a great budget knife. Let's get another one, add it to the list, check it out, do a little review. Here we are. Let's go. What did we get? Box on the floor. Nice Sencut pouch, as always. Ooh, all the accoutrement. Pouch on the floor. Got your information warranty on the floor. Nice cloth. Set that aside for later. Couple cool stickers. They fill it up real nice. I like their packaging. I like what they give you. Mini bag on the floor. Here it is. The Sencut Awassi. Ooh, this thing's a beast. You know, you look at pictures, you don't quite understand exactly the size factor. Sometimes or more often than not, it's smaller than you thought it was. In this case, it ended up being larger, and I'm happy about it. I like big knives. This thing is great. Let's get into it and break it down. Here it is. The new release, Sencut Awassi. We have a 9CR 18 MOV and a G10 handle right there. Thumb studs, so easily flipped out with the thumb. No problem on the flick out. Nice satisfying drop. You got that flipper tab on there. Is this a flipper tab delete knife? I haven't done a flipper tab delete yet where you remove that completely. This could be one. Maybe it's a good candidate for it. So the action, smooth, righty, kind of drop it like that. Flicks out without a problem at all. Nice size. Look at those jumps on there. What do we think? Soak this thing in. Hollow grind on a big old kind of Wharncliffe, sheep's foot nose, Wharncliffe edge, straight edge, hollow grind on there. That is sick. Tell me that's not a cool looking blade. And I thought this was more of the Penguin. I mean, we'll do some comparisons in a bit, but I thought it was going to be similar in size to this because they are in a way similar. But look at how much smaller the Penguin is. It's unreal. We'll look at that in a second. That was a QSP. Anyway, don't hijack the video here. We're looking at the Sencut Awassi today. So the jimps stop right there. You know I like a ton of jimps. You could put jimps out for days and I'd love it. Nice little relief cut on the top. Index finger for some draw cuts, puts that tip right in position with a really long straight edge blade. I love a hollow grind. This knife is rad. These little lines that are kind of groove texture cut into the G10, almost like a bolster. Gives you a nice little extra grip. It's got that standard texture to it that feels good. Chamfered edges give a little roundness. And the clip can be swapped to the other side. Kind of looks like a larger clip on here. It is a bigger knife though, really. When I grab this, got a full grip in my hand. Look at that. I can almost get another finger on there. And then you do have the choke up spot, which gives you quite a bit. So this is a larger knife. So if you're looking at the photo thinking this is the same size as your Penguin, it is not. This is a big boy, and I dig it. Action is great. You can see a couple little shakes makes it drop, close, no problem. Flipper tab is pretty effortless. Okay, blade is completely solid. No movement or play. Sitting right in the center as it should. This thing is great. Really good detent on there too. You can feel it nice right there. Solid pull in at the end. Try to fail one here. Just barely open it. Totally flicks all the way out. Might have enough weight on the blade. Let's try to push. Sometimes a little bit heavier blade. There I got to fail. But really, if you try it all, this is flicking out no problem. The detent is set very good on here. Very good. My words sometimes, I tell you. I think that this could be a great flipper delete, though. I'm not really a fan of how this cuts early. I think that should cut, it should be more like all the way to here. that profile. So getting rid of that flipper tab might be something. Some people don't like that. Some people do. I think the choke up spot is more important to me than the flipper tab. And in a case like this, some knives I will use the flipper tab to catch and then close it like that. So maybe I could go like that and do that. That's actually works fairly good in this case, to be honest. Boom. So that is kind of fun. So often if it does that, you know, and you don't go far enough and it just clicks back up like that, not as fun. But if it will drop shut, then sometimes I like to keep that flipper tab on as a lefty and use it. But usually if it's stiffer, I just kind of help guide it with my index finger and then go around and then drop it. Then the flipper tab doesn't really have any concern. What do you think? A, keep. B, remove. Comment below. Got a nice hole in the back for your lanyards if you are an Edyards lover. I do like that you can swap the clip, so obviously as a lefty, that's nice for me. Feels good in the hand. This thing is a beast. I like that it's larger than I thought it was. I guess there's just plenty of the small average size ones. That sometimes one that's the same kind of a style but bigger. Bring it on. I'm into it. Okay. Looks like T8 for all of the hardware, which is really cool. T6 is for the clip. I tell you what, for 45 bucks, Sencut makes some awesome stuff. This is my little spiel here. I have never received anything that I can remember from Sencut. Is that a lie? I don't think so. But I've bought at least 20 or 30 of their knives. They're not too expensive. If you're looking for a knife and you're just getting into it and you don't want to spend too much, maybe you're looking for a gift for someone that might be getting into it that doesn't want to have a too expensive of a knife. Or if you want to get into doing die projects, customizations and things, it's nice to kind of get started with a blade that doesn't cost $300 and then you worry about damaging it or something versus something for 40, 50 bucks. And the thing is these days, that $40 to $60, if you buy a Sencut, I will tell you right now, I'm not sponsored, but they make some great stuff. It's solid. It's got good action. I've used many of them. 9CR18 is kind of the blade steel. They put on quite a few of them. And it works great. It's easy to sharpen. It holds an edge fairly well. I think they do a good job. Check out Sencut, man. They make some really cool stuff. Okay, let's get some credentials on here. 8 1/4 end to end. Definitely big, huh? 3 1/2 straight across to that angle there. 3 7/8 there from there to there, and almost 4 up to the corner. But yeah, you're looking at about a 3 1/2 to 3 3/4 blade with a 3 3/8 cutting surface with a straight edge, no belly. And 4 and almost 4 3/4 on the handle. I don't know. I mean, this could be just the same size as a penguin and it'd be fine. But the fact that it's bigger, this is like, ooh, look, jumbo penguin. 0.11. Anybody want a jumbo penguin out there? This might be it. So 0.11 goes all the way to there. You've got your relief on the top and then that nice hollow grind of glory. 0.47. Thinnest spot up there is 8.5. And then it pops out to 1.01. Your blade 1.06. Look at this, doesn't even flash. I can use this for quite a bit before it starts flashing. This is like my 5th review of the day. There it goes. This battery's been slowly telling me it's dying like that for a year. Can you believe it? I can't. Okay. Keep going here, Kenman. Don't get sidetracked. 3.97 on the weight there. I compare everything with the Kaiser Drop Bear, 3.29. This is a brass penguin, so it's going to be a little bit heavier since the brass and the copper weighs more than like a G10. 4.92. So 3.97 on this larger one. All right, so I do compare everything with the Kaiser Drop Bear. It's a bug out killer. It's a great, not quite full size user. Awesome action. Fun knife. Check one out. Same size as your Pyrite. your bug out, your user friendly. So 1/2 inch or so shorter on the front and the back right here. And then this, like I said, really reminded me of the QSP Penguin. I did the shipwreck on this. Pretty fun, right? Nice brass shipwreck. But very similar characteristics. Obviously, handle shape's a little different up here, and the finger groove. Blade shape is a little different as well. But you know what I'm saying. When I saw the photo, I was like, oh, it's basically the same as one of these. But look, you're a 1/2 inch or so shorter. Or this one's a 1/2 inch or so longer on the front and the back. So if you do really like that nice QSP Penguin, which a lot of people do because it's a great knife, check those out as well. Then maybe the Sencut Awassi, though, is a bigger version that you would fall in love with. This thing is cool as all get out. All right, brand new knife out of the box, paper cut test. Woo! Oh, lightning laser. Oh, look at that little curly. It's trying to get in there thin. Cut some spaghetti. Wow, look at this. Come on. $44. Brand new. And look at this. It's just sharp. Cuts corners or curves. Looks great. That is easily a 9, 9.5. I don't do 10s. But 9 or 9.5 on the cut test, that thing is just mind-blowing. What a razor. That hollow grind is perfect. Really glad I picked up another Sencut. I've probably bought 30 plus easily over time using them for customizations and giveaways and stuff. I will continue to check them out. I just saw a few new ones. I might get another one soon, but I saw this one. I had to jump on it right away, and I am happy I did. Yeah, Sencut Awassi, check it out. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.